I just helped this creator, and this creator gain over 1,000 followers on Instagram with real followers in just 24 hours. And all you have to do in order to replicate their results are implement the things that I'm going to share with you in this video. In fact, I guarantee you, if you implement these things, this can happen to you too. But I will warn you, if you skip any of them, it's going to be the reason that you fail to grow on Instagram right now during, quite frankly, the easiest time that I've ever seen to grow, and I've been doing this since 2019. And no, it doesn't matter what niche you're in, what kind of content you make. It doesn't even matter if you want to show your face on Instagram. I guarantee you, if you make these changes and just fix these things, it's going to blow up your page. Change number one is you need to make sure that you're using Instagram's new link feature. What this allows you to do is create a view train out of your content. If you've seen any of my YouTube content, you've heard me talk about this before with YouTube because it's a secret to blowing up on YouTube. Here's how Instagram works. Every viewer that you get on Instagram makes you eligible to get more viewers so long as they engage with your content. So the most powerful thing that you could possibly do is to get somebody that already likes your content to see more of your content. And this is essentially what this feature does, which is going to make you eligible to get more views on Instagram, and it's going to increase the odds that you get more followers, because a lot of times people don't follow on the first piece of content they've seen from you. They need to see 2 or 3 pieces of content in order to actually follow you. So here's how you actually use this feature. You're gonna come over to Instagram right here. You are going to click on this and we can go to actually upload a reel. In fact, we could grab one of the reels that I'm gonna upload in just a little bit, and we could see that if we click on link a reel right here, we can then link this to all of our other posts, and then we can also add a title here. So we could say, watch this next or something like that. And then what this is going to do is link out to another video. So what happens then? Then when somebody watches my video, they see another video, they click on that link, they go over to that, and now Instagram's algorithm thinks that somebody has watched multiple of my videos, and then as a result, they get shown way more of my content, and my content gets shown to more non-followers. But that was just change number one. Change number two is you need to make sure that you adjust the type of engagement that you're trying to get on Instagram right now. And I want to give you a hint. It's not how many shares you're getting like it used to be. It's not how many likes you're getting, and it's definitely not how many saves you're getting. Instead, you need to be focused on 3 types of engagement. The first one are going to be reposts. The second is going to be how many people follow you. And then third, how many comments you get. And when it comes to comments, they need to be something specific. Let me explain. So if I come over to Instagram right now, I want to show you what each of these are. So if we come over to my other page and we scroll down and we find a piece of content that maybe I like, for example, Chef Corleone right here, I could click on this right here and I just reposted his content. What that then does is shows his content to my viewers. Now I'm going to unrepost this right here, but essentially what you want to happen is you want people to do that. It's basically the same thing as a retweet on Twitter or on X, where you then show that person's piece of content to your followers. Now I want you to think about this. If you've got a follower with 10,000 followers, 100,000, maybe 1 million followers, and they repost your content, guess what ends up happening? You automatically end up getting tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of views. And if you get multiple people to do this, your post goes viral like you could never imagine. In addition to that though, you want to make sure that people are commenting specific keywords on your post. For example, if we scroll down a little bit and we find one of my posts right here, for example, this one that got over 95,000 views, we could see I was getting people to comment prompt on this. And this is actually a perfect example of this. This video got 95,000 views because it got 25 reposts and 1,800 people commented. And guess what they're all commenting? They're commenting prompt, but I got them to comment prompt for a very specific reason. This video is about ChatGPT. The way that you talk to ChatGPT is by prompting it. Instagram knows that. So Instagram now thinks that because they're commenting prompt, this means that this video is really good on this topic. So before you just get people to comment a random keyword, make sure that keyword is relevant to whatever you're posting about. And then in addition to that, you need to make sure that you're getting people to actually follow you from the content that you're uploading. And the easiest way to do this is to add in a really good, a really clear call to action at the end of your videos. This is going to help increase the odds that people actually end up following you. And as a result, the Instagram algorithm is going to show your content to way more people. Now, change number 3 is you need to make sure that you're giving the Instagram algorithm the right metadata to actually push out your posts to the correct people so you get the right type of engagement. What does this mean? That you're posting at the right time, using the right hashtags, using the right words in your descriptions, and guess what? There's a brand new tool that makes this incredibly easy for you to do. Because lucky for you, today's video sponsor Metricool not only allows you to search for the most popular hashtags on Instagram, but they also have an AI description generator where you tell it exactly what to write, how you want it formatted, and boom, it will actually generate a perfect description for you. In addition to that, if you come over to the planning section, they literally tell you exactly when you should be posting for whatever platform you're trying to post on. This works for Instagram and other platforms, but this is especially powerful for Instagram because the Instagram algorithm loves this. And the best part about Metricool is you could go to the pinned comment below right now and get started today with 30 days free access to any of their premium plans with code Robert. On top of that, Metricool allows you to schedule out your posts on Instagram without being penalized. If you used a scheduler app before in the past, or even tried the native one that Meta has, you'll notice that it decreases your reach. But with Metricool, that doesn't end up happening because they actually have it set up correctly, unlike all these other tools. So if you want to save time when you're posting, and quite frankly, spend less time creating content on Instagram, but still get more views and more followers, you need to make sure that you go to the pinned comment below and get started with 30 days free access to any Metricool premium plan with code Robert. Metricool's helped me personally gain over 50,000 followers on Instagram, get millions of views, and spend less time creating content, and they can help you do the same exact thing. Change number 4 is you need to make sure that you focus on search on Instagram more than ever before. Why? Because Instagram just rolled out a brand new UI that makes it easier for you to be able to rank for search and more important for you to be able to rank for search. Now, I do want to warn you, if you are going to be ranking for search, there are several things that you need to be paying attention to. First, you need to make sure that you have a good thumbnail on your videos because people are going to see that thumbnail and that is going to help them decide whether or not they're going to choose to click on your video. Secondly, the text that you have on the screen in the beginning of your video, your hashtags, and your description need to have the keyword that somebody is actually searching for. And third, you want to make sure you're going after high volume keywords and not just going after stuff that not that many people are searching for. Because I want you to think about this. People are coming to Instagram 24/7, 365. Doesn't matter what the weather's like outside, doesn't matter what's going on in the world. They're going, if they're interested in your niche, and searching for things related to your niche. And every time that you don't show up there, you're missing out on extra views. You're missing out on extra sales. You're missing out on extra followers. You're missing out on extra customers, and you're missing out on somebody finding out about what you have to say. So please take this opportunity seriously. And I actually wanted to show you what this looks like. So if we come over to Instagram right here, you're now going to notice that they have this search feature right here, which they've never had before. So now if you come over here and you type in something like ChatGPT, guess what? You are going to see a bunch of content around ChatGPT. And as we can see here, this shows a bunch of content for this. It shows the views, it shows the like count, it shows the page, and then we can click into these, and then guess what? When we scroll, we're just gonna be able to scroll on content like this. So it basically changes the way that Instagram is showing content. And I want you to think about this. You don't have to show in the #1 spot because if somebody watches this video and then they scroll down, your content gets shown. So you just need to be showing up on this feed here, and instantly this is going to increase the amount of impressions you get, the amount of views that you get, the amount of followers that you get, and quite frankly, the amount of engagement that you're getting on Instagram. So what I want you to do is I want you to come up with a list of 10, 20, even 30 different search terms that your ideal audience is searching for, and you need to start posting content about these things every single day. And now for the last and most important change that you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of. I cannot emphasize this enough. Seeing creators not do this drives me absolutely crazy. You need to take advantage of trial reels on Instagram. If you post a reel on Instagram, it's gonna get shown to some non-followers, it's gonna get shown to some of your followers. But if you post a trial reel, it only gets shown to your non-followers, and your followers will only see it if it's a post that actually does well. I want you to think about this. This is an absolute free roll on Instagram. Nothing negative could ever come from this. In fact, this is the only free roll I've ever seen on social media. Nothing negative can come from it at all. You upload something and it only gets shown to people that don't know who you are. If this existed years ago, I'd have tens of millions of followers. In fact, I've seen so many different creators gain millions of followers, not from the content that they're posting publicly on Instagram, but instead from the content that they're posting on trial reels. And here's the strategy that you should be implementing. Now, every single time that you post something to Instagram, you should make 1, 2, 3 trial reels about that same exact topic and post them as trial reels. You can post them at the same time, and what this allows you to do is instantly increase your reach on Instagram and instantly show your content to more people, because instead of only being able to get 1 post out now, you could get 2, you could get 3 about the same topic and get multiple at bats and actually creating a good piece of content. I'm sure you've had this experience before. You've uploaded something on Instagram and like a day later or 2 days later, you're like, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done this, but you can't post about the thing because you already did. Well, guess what? Now you can with trial reels, and this is the biggest hack right now to skyrocket your growth on Instagram. Now, if you want to skyrocket your growth the same exact way I help this creator do it, this creator do it, and this creator do it, well, please check out this video right here that walks you through the 3 different ways that we can work together one-on-one, and I can personally help you grow faster on Instagram so you can finally get the views you deserve, the followers you deserve, and ultimately make money from Instagram. If that sounds interesting, well, please, I'll see you over there.